Hello, I'm Svenza, and this is a bit of an experiment. I would like to share some reflections with you on the theme of online teaching, specifically finding my higher self during online teaching, and I would like to call this one The Other Mirror. I wanted to upload it first as a text, and then I thought, let's try something else. Maybe your eyes are tired and you can just look somewhere else, look out the window and listen to me saying this. Maybe this works for you. What follows is a letter, an open letter to the people I work with who, like me, are pioneers of the Professional Association of Steiner Waldorf Teachers. All of us are affected by having to deal with what I would call the other mirror, the surface we face when we teach online. And my question is, can we see ourselves through the eyes of our pupils nevertheless? So here goes. Dear colleagues and friends, in the meeting before Christmas, we agreed to regularly reflect on our work and keep a sort of journal. We would record the processes that enable us to absorb and transform what happened today into inspiration for tomorrow. And I wonder how that's going for you. Personally, I have been struggling with the question, how effective was this? What changes have I wrought today? What impulses for the student's self-development began with something that I said or did today? In the teaching life I was used to, especially when I was teaching children, this informed my evening contemplations, inwardly finding and reliving encounters I have had with the pupils I teach. I quite literally see the child in my own reflection. My inner image of a joke we shared, a moment of reprimand, a silent observation, offers me an intuitive one-to-one, because always they are reacting to my proximity, my words, the images I have shared with them, and thereby they're offering me a response to my presence in their lives. This kind of to and fro is hard to come by in online teaching, I find. There are dozens of indicators I intuitively absorb during a real-life teaching day, which can be relived in contemplation. The handshake, the guardedness or directness of a child's gaze, the body language when another child comes near, the care or lack of it when they are drawing, the tone of voice, the joy for movement that makes sitting still a sheer impossibility, the cheeky challenge to my authority. They all allow me to reflect on who I am and what I do, and how the two things fit together. And in this evening routine, although of course it can take place at any other time, what I might call my higher self speaks to me. This ever-present wish to have done better could be regarded as paralyzingly introspective. Oh, I'm so rubbish at my job, I'd better pack it in. Were it not guided and guarded by the quality of the reflection that I've just described. So this living, breathing image of my effectiveness I have through the dozens of responses that I've received today. And that way my contemplation becomes altruistic rather than self-centered. I want to improve not for my own sake, but so I can better serve the world, in this case, the children I teach. This wish to do better is then swiftly followed by the intent to make it real, to change, to adapt, to improve myself and the way I work. And through this resolve, our common work, the children's self-education and my own, becomes more relevant and can lead to more meaningful goals, I think. So, when I'm teaching my class or my students online, I'm missing a lot. Is their gaze even directed at me, or are they watching a video right now? Are they looking my way but wishing they were elsewhere? If I'm boring, then in the classroom my delivery would gradually lead to unrest, wouldn't it? Eventually to misbehavior and sabotage, and that would give me an urgent message to get my act together. So that doesn't work like that in an online lesson, does it? Which online pupil has the guts to unmute themselves and cheek me to check me? This other mirror is a cold mirror, and the fact that I'm faced with a camera doesn't exactly help. Where I can see and feel myself received into a child's soul in the real world, my hair or shirt collar don't really matter at all. In the classroom, my face has chalk marks, my glasses are askew, and nobody really cares because other things matter more right now. Whereas online, appearances gain greater importance than they should, and they also can become a distraction, of course. So how can I manage to look past this to the aspects that really matter? I don't really have any answers to this. This, dear colleagues, isn't that kind of letter. But I do know that it mustn't stop me from trying to connect as much as I can with what is real. So, in the way that I design my lessons, do I allow time for a reflective pause in my delivery? Can I, for example, set a task and then step back and observe the children at work? Can I also think back over the last 10 minutes of my monologue and ask myself, how would it have been to listen to this if I were Zoe, or Christopher, or Benji? I know I must make an effort to break through the cold mirror to the warm living one, the mirror that I can access in the child's soul, and inwardly reach out to my pupils all the time, and without verbalizing it, say to them, let us connect. Help me to experience your learning through your engagement, to see and hear myself through your eyes and ears. I will try not to reduce your learning to filling in exercise templates, however tempting that might be, but I'll try and give you assignments that allow you to show me how you are right now and what sort of things matter to you. I will try and keep my teaching and your learning alive. I hope you can relate to these experiences. Much has changed and is still changing, and some of it maybe even for the better. And you know what? That's not new. I don't think there ever was a time when we weren't in a period of change. So let's not waste valuable energy yearning for what we can't implement or experience right now. I would love to hear and read about your reflections, maybe in the comments under this post. How is it going, actually? What answers have you found to the sort of questions that we never thought we'd ask ourselves? And meanwhile, in all of this, let's not forget that everything, including all of education, is a work in progress. And share with you the comforting yet inspiring words of Maya Angelou. Do the best you can until you know better. Then, when you know better, do better. Goodbye. All the best.